3G Boss in partnership with Canary Wharf Group. In association with Simple Call, sponsored by Feast Restaurant, NCL Tours, London Churchill College and Shard Restaurant, Brick Lane. Charity partner, ICRA International.
Welcome to Behind the Boss. This is where it all goes down, and guess what? Yes, today is the semi-finals and you've just watched the 3G Boss episode, and I've got all the contestants here live in studio with me. It wasn't double elimination like last week, it was triple elimination, so there was so much trouble, so much gossip. I just can't contain myself. They had so much to do with regards to this task. They had to go out, find a business idea and pitch it to 3 business industry experts. With me, I have right now Rad Siddiqui and Nabila Alam. Welcome to the show, both. How are you?
We're good. I think I'm good.
I'm doing great. And you?
I'm fine, thank you. Thank you for asking, by the way. Congratulations. I think we need to start by saying congratulations. You've come so far. It's the semi-finals. To come this far, I mean, you know, hundreds had applied, 12 got through, and from 12, 5 were, you know, handpicked literally, and then from there, obviously, you've unfortunately been eliminated, but you've come so far. Rad, how has the journey been for you?
It was definitely, it was quite difficult to begin with. I think we had a very hard task, the restaurant one to begin with. But you know, I sort of got used to it, and as the weeks went on, I felt more confident in the roles that I was given, and it was quite a pleasant experience.
Excellent. And how about yourself, Nabila?
I think in the beginning I was quite shy. I kind of like backed away from a lot of things, but I kind of like took the first task like head on. I obviously like put myself forward to be team manager, and then as time went on, I got really confident, and I made amazing friends throughout the journey. So yeah, I love the experience.
And right next to you, we have Rad's mum, Mrs. Siddiqui. Welcome to the show. How has the journey been for you? You know, seeing Rad come so far, how has it been for you?
Thank you very much. He's already a matured boy. He's really intelligent and smart in a sense. But I would say he definitely improved his skill on how to social with adults, especially, and how to deal with them, because he used to be too shy to deal with adults. So with this big team he's been through, and he's progressing his social skill on that, and definitely he's getting more confident and making more friends, and like he's getting used to now doing all the presentations, PowerPoints and all these.
He's become a lot more confident than before.
Definitely.
Now, Rad, you missed out the biggest thing. Very handsome indeed. We do.
Thank you very much.
You know what? Every time I watch you, I think of Clark Kent.
Oh,
I really do. So maybe, you know, when you go home, you're a superhero. I don't know if that works. That's why you're so quiet. But you did mention a really, like, you know, it's made a huge change. You've had a real change. What do you mean by that? Elaborate on that.
Well, I think before 3G Boss, I like to think of myself as a confident person, but I think through the process, I learned how to channel that confidence into a much more positive direction. And when you're working with a team, some of them, you know, have different qualities. You really need to get to know them and put them in the right roles when you're team manager. So it was, you know, judging people, that was one of the things I learned to do.
Well, actually, saying that, I think we did really get to see this in this episode especially, because I think when we were all watching it as a group, we all gasped at one point when you actually, when Kohinoor was challenging you with regards to the figures, with regards to the cycles and the cyclists in Britain, and you had only done your research on 15 people, whereas
right.
there's about 15.8 million.
Yeah.
And she was challenging on you on that factor, and then you had literally challenged her back and said, well, actually, that's the whole point.
Yeah.
There's a huge
There's a
market
huge
out
market,
there.
yeah.
And and I was like, wow, did he just say that back to one of the judges? And your confidence, you could see the confidence oozing out in this episode. Coming on to Nabila, same question to you. You also mentioned, it's made a huge difference to my life. Elaborate on that. How? What is the real change?
Well, one of the key factors that I always used to struggle with before the show was speaking in front of people and just public speaking in general. Yeah, I get so nervous, I start shaking and everything. And I think 3G Boss, it really helped me tackle the issue. In the beginning, the first 2 major speaking challenges that we had, I made a few mistakes, but then the last one, it was the mistakes I made were
Which
a lot
one was
less.
that? Was that the tourism one?
Yeah, there was the
Now,
tourism one.
With regards to all the episodes, I am going to
Yeah.
be speaking about the episodes because I've been watching it closely. I found, Nabila, you're great, you've come so far, but every time you were a team leader, I think you got away by luck because you had some great candidates. For example, when you had the lunchbox, which was the first episode, you were slightly nervous, but Sadia came in and took over, and it was picked up by the judges that she controlled the whole situation, although you were the team leader.
Yeah.
And then again in the tourism episode, Rod literally stepped in, control freak, and he thought, I'm taking over, and controlled the whole situation.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that? Do you feel that, do you feel you do let people walk over you, or has that changed through this process?
Not necessarily. The first task, me and Sadia were really good friends, and I think we worked together, more or less. I don't think she took over or took control in any way, and I think Rod can agree on the tourism task too. I think it was because they are quite strong people in themselves, and their personalities are quite strong. It can seem that way, but I don't think I let people walk over me.
Yeah.
I think it's more of me being a team player and letting people, contribute and
Brilliant. Well, thank you so much. I have to say thank you to Rod's mum for coming and joining us today, Mrs.
Thank you very much to inviting us, and thank you very much to Channel S and 3G Boss to give the opportunity to my son to participate 3G Boss, and he's reached up to the semi-final. I was actually expecting him to be for the finalist.
Well, he's come very far, so that's all that matters.
I do expect the judges
to make the right decision. Definitely.
Decision.
Well, thank you so much, because it gives me the perfect opportunity to remind you guys to get in touch and, of course, send in your tweets and Facebook messages. All you've got to do is go on to the 3G Boss and send in your comments and tweet. Do you think this was the right decision the judges make? You can be a judge at home today and let me know, who do you think should be the winner of this year's 3G Boss? Should it be Sadia or should it be Jawad? And with the 3 with me today, I have Ajmain later on after the break. Right now I have Rad and Nabila. Do you think they were rightly eliminated from this week's episode? Get in touch and let us know. And of course, don't forget, if you do want to be a part of the next 3G Boss, you can also send in your CVs and tell us a little bit about yourself and why you want to be a part of the 3G Boss. And actually, Rad, why do you think those watching at home that are thinking, oh, I want to aspire, I want to be in there, why do you think they should join for the next 3G Boss?
I think a process like 3G Boss really gives you an opportunity to explore talents that you never knew you had. It allows you to meet a fantastic array of people and make connections as well. So it's a really good opportunity, and I think everyone should go for it.
And Nabila, do you think being a British Bangladeshi Muslim girl, there are still, there's always a bit of a taboo, oh my God, and of course we're breaking out of it. What would you like to say to the girls sitting at home thinking, oh, should I speak to my parents about this? Should I not, being a Bangladeshi? How hard has it been for you? Do you think they should join?
I think, personally, my parents, they've always been very kind of supportive and understanding of all of my choices. My mum, she's a female lawyer, so being a female and being a British Bangladeshi has never been a problem for me. And I think a lot of other people should kind of take that and
Into consideration.
Yeah, take that into consideration and kind of put it into their lives as well, because as women, we are, you know, we're kind of not necessarily looked down on, but when we don't have as much say as men, even though it is the 21st century and we have much more equality than we did have like a few years ago.
Yeah.
I think we should, as British Bangladeshi, we should kind of, you know, empower women and
Absolutely.
yeah, allow them to step forward and take bigger roles in society.
And thank you so much. And of course, don't forget, if you have any comments on that or you want to share your views, you can also do that. You know what the cue is. But for now, I'm going to take a quick break. Make sure you don't go anywhere because we have lots coming up for you. See you in a bit.
You're watching Channel S.
3G Boss in partnership with Canary Wharf Group. In association with Simple Call, sponsored by Feast Restaurant, NCL Tours, London Churchill College and Shard Restaurant, Brick Lane. Charity partner, ICRA International.
You're watching Channel S.
Welcome back to Behind the Boss, and thank you to everybody that's getting in touch. Do keep those tweets coming in and we will definitely try our best to read them out. Rad, you know, your journey's come so far, it's come to an end, but you know, congratulations once again for coming this far. Before we say goodbye to you today, I have to ask you, I've asked everybody that's been on here, who's been your favourite and who's been the least favourite to work with?
I've absolutely loved working with Sadia. I think she's a fantastic individual, very strong ethics, fiercely independent, and I have a lot of respect for her.
So she should win?
She should win.
Okay.
So I'm rooting for her. My least favourite contestant to work with, that's a tough one. You know, this individual is very enthusiastic.
Yeah.
But she let me down because she just gave up.
Right, who's this?
And this is Lamisha.
Lamisha!
And she made me feel so guilty for winning that day. I don't think she should have fought in that boardroom like she usually does, but she didn't, so
okay.
That's why.
Brilliant. Well, thank you so much for coming on, and once again, congratulations for coming so far. We're so, so proud of you. Let's go check out your journey in the 3G Boss.
First of all, let's say I gave you £1 million right now in cash. What would you do with it?
My first priority would be to make more money from it.
It's a deep one.
Deep one.
Okay, we'll get it as soon as possible. Give us 15 minutes.
15.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well done.
Which I am. I really want to go now. Talk to our friends at NCL and I'm sure they'll book that up for you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
The people going into that store aren't going in for the pudding card. They're going in for...
Yeah, I know. So do you want to approach businesses that already sold
one customer and we see another one. If you two could swoop in. £1 penny a minute calling card!
How do I know it's legit? Because it's on a paper.
There's a customer service number.
And my dealer.
The master.
So basically just share this one as that as I don't care how you do it, just get it out.
We have shows like Amargao, which allow people to reconnect with their villages,
and really allows them to immerse themselves back into the Bangladesh culture, which they may have forgotten or not have time to think about in their busy British life.
With that, you can get lots of jobs in the financial sector, the civil service, and you can run your own business as well. So is that something Dharmesh is interested in?
Yeah, well, maybe you can talk with him.
Okay,
You know,
we'll give him a call. And
okay, thank you very much. Very nice.
Only 8, and the rest you get to make up what you learn. So that means you can choose specialized studies which are directly relevant to the vocations and the professions that all of you want to seek employment in.
Wow, what a journey. Well, we still have 2 more candidates to watch, but before we do that, right now I have right next to me Barrister Nawfal Zamir, the MD of Simple Call. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
You've been a friend of the 3G boss. You know, you've been with us, you've supported us. You've supported the young adults in the 3G boss. How do you feel?
Amazing.
Do you think they were correctly eliminated?
Oh, well. Personally, all 5, I couldn't make a difference because the judges have seen them presenting elaborately, seen their plans elaborately. So they had to make a call. If you
feel they did the right thing right now?
It depends. It depends. I mean, when you watch Dragon's Den, when you watch Dragon's Den, you have 5 investors. Not all 5 invest in the same project, right?
So I guess. Right next to you, but we'll talk to you a bit more because I have some grilling for you. I'm going to move across, and I have Nabila's mum there. Welcome to the show. Both your children were in the 3G boss. Nabila's come super far. How do you feel?
Thank you, Nadia. It's my pleasure to be here. I'd like to thank all contestants and congratulate them. And I'd like to thank all production team who worked extremely hard and made successful this program.
But you're very proud of having both your children in there?
Obviously, of course, I'm proud of them. She's only 14. She came so far. I'm really proud of Nabila and Alam as well.
Did you have to put up with some fights at home with Alam and Nabila between them?
No, I never seen them actually. They're very cooperative with each other.
That's not what Alam said. That isn't what Alam said. Alam said there were lots of disputes at home. Is that correct? Or was it done behind closed doors when Mum was downstairs in the kitchen?
That time actually Alam wasn't very busy. She need to do his personal statement ready preparation or some. He's busy. He was busy other stuff. But Nabila, she given her best effort.
She had more effort to give in. But Nabila, coming to you, we do have a small tribute for you as well. But before we go to the tribute, the same question. Who's been the best to work with and who's been the worst?
I only got to work with Sadia for one task, but honestly, she was my favourite person to work with.
So you're rooting for Sadia?
Okay, I'm not rooting for Sadia because I think Jawad is amazing too.
Ooh, okay.
Sadia's my favourite to work with, but I think they're both
just
really capable. Yeah.
And who's been the worst to work with?
I think I'd have to say Farhana because she was just so quiet and I didn't even get to know her well at all.
And she left quite early, didn't she? Well, thank you so much. And again, congratulations for coming this far. We are super proud of you, and honestly, you should be proud of yourself too. Let's go check out your journey in the 3G boss.
You know, the toy. What would you do with it?
I'd go to toy retailers and I'd advertise for the Legos and hopefully they'd buy it and I'd sell it to children.
Team leader should be Nabila because...
Yeah, I think I should be team leader because of...
Can you begin to prepare more of the boxes because we've already got a few orders in place? Other cards, they sell you false minutes.
What in evidence can you provide to say this is cheaper and there won't be a connection issue?
It's a 100% guarantee, 100% guarantee.
Yeah, well that's your word, I'm taking your word for it, but surely there must be something that you can say, well, I can give you my word, not just my word, but I can prove it, that there won't be a connection issue and it's cheaper.
The thing is, I wouldn't false advertise because I know if I false advertise, I get sued.
Well, I played my role as a team manager and I kind of, you know, took my task on board and I led everyone.
High five, high five, high five. That is amazing. Everyone high five. Do you mind if I just take your contact details down? I won't call you.
Sure.
Now you said Amargaon. How you interconnect yourself to Amargaon in Bangladesh?
It's a platform for us to learn as well as, develop our Bangladeshi roots as well as our British roots, because we are British Bangladeshi, not just British or not just Bangladeshi.
Wow, what a journey. With us right now, we have the super duper Ajmain. Welcome to the show. How are you?
I'm fine, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. You were the hotshot, the financial dude right there, because everybody was constantly saying, stocks? Why did you choose stocks? Why did you choose stocks?
Stocks, I'm very interested in stocks, and I do stock trade myself. So
how old are you again?
I'm 15.
Right, okay.
Yeah. And that's something I want to
Hopefully
transfer.
with your father's permission.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
They help me.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. But yeah, that's why I want to transfer here, something I knew about.
Brilliant. And I'm going to move straight on to your father, Mr. Samsul Alam Littam. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
He's come so far. How do you feel? How proud are you as a father to see Ajmain come this far?
Yeah, thank you, Nadia. Definitely, we feel proud. I myself and my wife, Dorina, we definitely feel proud about my son. He is very challenging. He is very enthusiastic and visionary. And he's not normal. He's always thinking something special. That is our point of view about him.
Now, he's very mature. We've seen it. He's a very mature young adult. But how else has the 3G boss made a real difference to Ajmain?
Yeah, it's a really, it made a huge difference. 3G boss, it was a big show, definitely. As a broadcaster, as a TV presenter, as a man of TV.
Yes, we've seen you.
Yeah,
we all know
thank
you.
And I'm really delighted to be here and with a celebrity like Nadia, definitely, with Naufal.
Right, yeah.
And actually, it's a big show, and I would like to personally thank Channel S to produce. And it's a big show, and it's a visionary show. It creates not only in Ajmain, we have seen huge difference. Though he started his journey in performing arts and in this arena when he was on 2.5 years.
Yes,
he started his journey in Japanese stage with the Japanese rhyme.
Yeah.
I forgot this rhyme, but whole school audience was just laughing about his performance when he was 2.5. And 3G boss, it made huge difference because he is already in performing arts, and he chosen very difficult issues. You see, like Wall Street or share market. Ethnic people and most of the people who are living underprivileged zone, they are not. They're afraid of this market. But this is the millions. This is the trillions of this.
Yeah.
So it's a big show, and this is with risk. There is a huge potential.
Yeah.
And it's steady. It is not like anything.
Well, I can see your father really, really believed in your project. He should have been in that boardroom. It's a good thing that Kohinoor and Sanwa are not here today, because I think your father would have given them a grilling. Your father was talking about your performing arts, past that you had. Very different to what you are now, because I've seen you as a child as well. You've really grown up. How has this made a difference for you, and how has it been for you, the journey?
Well, in this competition, what we've gone through in terms of presenting, selling in school, I've presented in front of thousands of people, externals and internals.
Yeah.
And in selling, I've had many experiences.
Absolutely.
So this has really enhanced my skills.
Yeah.
And something I'd be proud to put on my CV.
Absolutely.
And say how it's helped me enhance my experience.
And you've done absolutely brilliant. Ajmain, stay with us. We still have a few questions for you, but we do have to say goodbye to your father. Thank you so much for joining us. And don't worry, we will be seeing a lot more of you. We do have a small tribute video for Ajmain. So let's go and see this journey with your father next to you.
I would say intelligent, ambitious, and organised. No, it's non-alcoholic. It's £3. It's not one of the shops? It's in the shops right there. So if you want to go across, you can get a whole cup there. 250 minutes that you pay for £5 or for £1. And for £5, 50 minutes with the card obviously. Alright. And then for £5, it's 250 minutes.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, definitely. We have one at £5, which gives you 250 minutes. Basically, if you increase the amount of people that sign up, even if some are reduced, that's still a massive amount. So, yeah. It's management, or would you like to help disadvantaged people in their lives? Or something else?
Yeah, this is...
C'est combien? Pour une famille de 4, 2 adultes et 2 jeunes.
And I thought, we are providing an apartment for family or for if you wish.
Non, un appartement de station de votre hôtel à Disneyland.
Okay.
Different whole screen different section of it. We don't need to have it. We're going to have the same. I want you to find something about the hotel that we can use in our pitch. Adam, I want you to find out activities in Paris, how to get to Paris, and the Eiffel Tower, the Louvre, the Champs-Élysées. At £4, which will ensure a healthy profit from this service.
Ajmaeen's journey. Ajmaeen, how are you feeling after watching that?
It's memories, I guess.
You've come super far, super far, and there are so many. There are actually quite a few memories I have of you. I think one of them has to be when you were working on the Simple Call card. And you were literally out there in war. You were just like, I need to win this no matter what. And actually, you went out there quite fiercely. And I think people got quite scared. Even in the boardroom, they were quite surprised.
Well, I love that task because it was one of the tasks where I was the highest sellers. Because there I was the highest seller, second highest seller for the restaurant.
Absolutely.
And highest fundraiser.
Yeah.
So I love Simple Call. It really allowed me to show my salesman skills in another way.
Yeah.
And yeah, I just guess that's my sales attitude.
Absolutely.
But it made me the highest seller, so.
Well done, congratulations. Right next to you, we have Sultan Ahmed from Islamic Relief. Welcome to this show. Also a friend of the 3G boss. How are you?
Very well, thank you. It's a pleasure being here, and I think it's an honour to be
Semi-finals. Could you believe how far we've come?
And very quick as well.
Very quickly. Who's been your favourite?
I think, you know what, following today's programme, the semi-finals, I think very strong candidates and very strong pitches out there. I really liked the healthy dessert place.
Do you know what? I was going to actually ask Nabila about that. I forgot to ask her. I was going to ask, have you actually tried any of this at home? If you have, invite me, please.
Do you know what? There is a big market out there for healthy eating. And because I know friends that go to the gym and everything, they're very, very health conscious. And when I looked at that, I thought, there's definitely something really strong. But again, all the other ideas, the toaster idea and the share market idea, is fantastic. And I was sitting there watching it and I was thinking, you know what, these guys have come a long way. You know, even people like us, we've studied, we went to university and we've done a lot of things, but I think we wouldn't have been able to come up with something as good as some of these guys.
Like, their confidence right now, as I was saying to Rod, in this episode, it was oozing through. And same with you guys, with the three of you, sitting here today, you guys were just oozing out with confidence. What's been your favourite pitch of this episode?
Well, it's very difficult to say what's the favourite pitch. All 5 of them, I can tell you categorically where they're strong. So first start with Sadia. Her presentation is fantastic.
Yeah.
Right. So from presentation point of view,
and you were actually helping them with regards to the proposal, giving them some training with regards to, the business proposals, how they should be doing it, pitching it. So with that, how hard was it giving them direction and guidance?
Well, it's quite difficult to give someone a training on a business presentation in 15 minutes time or half an hour time, right?
I agree.
People go to MBA to do that. So I think the genuinity is key.
Yeah.
So Sadia, the best in presentation. Nabila she's genuine. She's very passionate.
Yeah.
Ajmaeen, he's extremely courageous and he's extremely ambitious. You can tell. You see Rad, he's very calm, collected, extremely nervy. He has very strong nerves. He can deal with any situation.
Yeah.
And then you have Jawad, who is extremely talented and came up with a fantastic product. I really like that. It's very creative and innovative.
I would
need
one.
All 5 of them are fantastic in 5 different skill sets. I can't really make a difference.
Yeah. Well, you know what? That was a very diplomatic answer because you've literally gone through all of them,
literally believe
all
in
finalists.
I believe in it. I believe in it. It's not diplomatic. I believe in them.
No, brilliant. And I think for me, I think all of them were absolutely great. And I was just saying, I would love the toaster. I think I need one because I'm constantly skipping breakfast in the morning. So the toaster would work perfect for me. I definitely need one. Ajmain, I'm going to ask you, you've come so far, you know, from hundreds to 12 and now, you know, in the top 5. That's super. For you, who has been the worst to work with and the best?
Well, the best, I enjoyed working with everyone. They all brought something different when we were working together.
There has to be someone that was extra special.
I particularly enjoyed working with Jawad, so he was an interesting figure to work with. But in terms of
you were quite strategic towards Brianta and Sadia. The judges kept saying that.
Well, I wouldn't say so because in that task, I judged everyone basically on how they performed in the task.
Yeah.
We're all equal. We're all capable in that.
So because there was so much tension, and we could see it through the screens, and I mentioned it in lots of episodes. There was so much tension between you and Sadia. What was that? What was the clash?
I really don't know because as a team leader, I wanted the team fully behind me in order to win, and you need everyone to contribute together in order to win. If you have someone who is acting as a negative influence, with due respect to Sadia, it does cause some clashes, but it was on the basis of the performance during that task and her effect on the team.
So who are you rooting for, Sadia or Jawad?
I enjoyed working with Jawad, but best luck to both of them.
Brilliant. Well, thank you so much. And once again, congratulations for coming this far. We are so, so proud of you. Not just you, but everybody that's been a part of the 3G Boss. And thank you so much, Nafal Samir and Sultan Ahmed, for being with us today. Once again, don't forget you can catch this tomorrow, repeated on Channel S, and you can also catch it on YouTube. Don't forget, you can be a part of it. Tweet us, you can Facebook us, you can Instagram us, the 3G Boss UK. I'm super excited with regards to the finals. Who's your favourite? Let us know. But for now, it's Nadia signing out. We'll see you next week.
Boss in partnership with Canary Wharf Group. In association with Simple Call, sponsored by Feast Restaurant, NCL Tours, London Churchill College and Shard Restaurant, Brick Lane. Charity partner, ICRA International.